Dylan Peters, warrior. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than a warrior. And what I thought was awesome is some of our guys that got up and talked, and they talked about Peters. And they talked about, I don't think I would be at this program if it wasn't for him. So you leave that kind of legacy, you leave those type of marks on the program, that's something special. And it's hard for, when you're in it to think about that, I think, because, you just got done with your career and maybe you're thinking about the things you didn't get, but man, did he have an incredible career. A two-time All-American, battled through a lot of things, had more pins than most guys get wins in their college career, but elevated the level of our program. And proud of him and looking forward to him moving forward in life. And he's going to be successful whatever road he chooses, because he's incredibly consistent and persistent individual. And you hate to see a guy go, but also that they're in a better spot right now, and they're gonna continue to do great things, and they're gonna continue to be around the program and come give back to the program, and so that's a great thing. Elber, I tell you what, Elber wrestled really well, and I know guys look at it, well, he went 2-2, but he wrestled really well. Really a couple positions in, he's in the quarterfinals, maybe he's in the semifinals. But that's how close those things are, and you get one chance a year, so I know it's burning him right now, but he'll be better for it. I know that he'll be better for it. Hochschlag, just a gritty, tough kid. Obviously undersized for 97, but he's going to continue to get bigger. He's going to continue to get better. I came in last night and he was in there, so that tells you a little bit about where that kid's at. And I've told you he's continued to put more and more work in. He's continued to stay after, and that's not going to stop. And he's going to continue to climb that ladder. If you'd have looked at the start of the season, is he going to be 74 pounder? Maybe he's trying to be an 84 pounder. All of a sudden he bumps up to 197, and he's in the national tournament. And that's built on, just his guts and heart and grit, and he's going to continue to get better. Luhan's, man, he's good. He's really, really good. And sometimes guys got to realize how good they are, and sometimes they have to go through this type of experience to really make the jump to the next level. You have to get to that tournament and feel it. You have to be heartbroken and shattered sometimes to make some adjustments and changes. And pain is, I think, is the ultimate motivator. That's what changes things. You don't change. I don't think you change a whole lot if there's not some pain, if there's not some struggle. And you know what? He's going through some of that right now, but he'll be better for it, because he's one of the best guys in the country. I have zero doubt in my mind. But now being able to display that when the lights are shining, and that's what we're going to work to get him to do. Bryce Steyert, round of 12 is a tough round. They call it the blood round. So you're one match from being an All-American, maybe you're seconds away. And I know he had full, absolute conviction and belief, that he was going to be on that stand, and that's a great thing. And I don't want him to lose that, because I still believe in him the same. And I saw a little video of him talking, and he's worth listening to. For a 20-year-old kid. I tell you what, I was impressed. I was impressed listening to him talk, and I always pick up some things when I listen to him talk. So how he's thinking on a very high level, and he's taking it at how I do things in wrestling. I'm going to take those into my life. How, when I get done with this, I'm going to go run a business. I'm going to go do these things. The things that I'm learning, I know I'm going to have setbacks in life, but it's not going to deter me. I know what I want, and I'm burning the bridges and not going to look back. So having that kind of determination, and that's the kind of kid you want. Foster, he was 15 and 18 last year. So outside of our room and him, there's not a single person that would have said that he's going to be on the stand right now this year. He was 15 and 18 last year. He moved up from 74 to 84, almost made the national tournament. But kind of since he's been here, he's continued to grow, obviously physically, but as a man and just as a competitor. And it's fun to see a guy grow like that. And it's a great story. I was sitting with one of our guys this morning, and we're talking. I said, maybe you had a similar season to Foster this year. Look at what he did. It's capable. You're capable of doing the same thing, but you're not going to be capable of doing it if we don't do some things, we don't make some changes. If there's not some serious effort, and there's got to be belief on their part, and this guy believes. Randy, I said it, Randy's done a great job with him. He always saw something in him. He always, for instance, since we've recruited him, he's like, I think this guy's, he's going to be really good. He's going to be really good. He's going to be really good. And you know what? He's on the stand as a sophomore. And he's got 2 more years, and he's only going to continue to get better. But love how he competes. And excited to see him continue to grow as competitor man, and he's just going to keep climbing that ladder. And then Max, I mean, you got that. We went and got him for a reason. I mean, we felt like he was something special to begin with. And you can kind of, you know, you build your programs around certain guys, Peters. You build your programs of guys like Albert. You build your programs around a guy like Max Thompson. And then other guys get on board with him. And I don't know, I watched that takedown again, and I challenged it because I still don't think it was a takedown, but they called it. Obviously got to go get to his legs a little bit more, but you know, he's one position away from being in the finals. So that's a great thing as a freshman. And the thing that I like the most out of him is just, man, you listen to him talk. He truly believes what he's talking about and what we're telling him. And he's really 100% committed and bought in, because a year ago at this time, if you talked to him about competing and kind of his thoughts on it, the perspective probably wasn't very, very healthy or good. And you know what? He's bought in, and you look at him, his eyes are big and wide, and he's believing everything. And you know, we got a leader on our team for other guys to kind of gravitate towards, and there's other guys that are in that room with him that know that they can do the same thing as he did. So he's going to help elevate everyone like he has. But I'm really proud of him. And more than anything, he got beat up pretty good in the first consolation match on Saturday, and he was hurting. His knee was hurting, and Lee kind of grabbed him and was like, "Don't look for an excuse. You haven't looked for one all year. Don't look for one. Don't look for one." And you could see him kind of grit his teeth a little bit, and he got back in the right frame of mind and finished really strong and beat a guy that had beat him early in the year. So you see the growth that he's had and that he's continued to have, and our team's had, and I'm really excited, and hopefully you guys are too. And like I said, I'm proud of the team. Appreciate everything that they've done for me. We got 6 seniors that will be graduating and moving on. But you know, they're still going to be around our program. They're still part of our program. They're still part of what we've built. This Panther train, it's built on the backs of those guys, of Bartell and Willers and Peters and Joe Clover and Cooper Moore and J.J. Everard. I mean, those are our seniors. I mean, it's those guys. So those guys always have a special spot in my heart. They'll always be part of this team and family, and appreciate everything that they've done and put our program in a better spot. But obviously looking forward to the future and continuing to climb that ladder as a team and individually.